Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show, episode number 72. I am your host, Bill Yankovi, and this week on the program, I'm going to talk about WWE in the beginning of the $1 Million giveaway on Raw, or $1 Million Mania, and how had one of the greatest moments in the history of television on Raw this past week. The United Champions report, TNA, the Slammiversary results, Ring of Honor, their results from the Double Shot Weekend, including new business notes, and a very interesting note for some of you that might not have gone on to the Ring of Honor website. I'm not going to spoil it right now. You just have to stay tuned to wait and see what it's about. Plus the Indies, the results from the NWA 60th Anniversary Show, and a whole lot more coming up this week here on Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show. Now, I was going to do a special opening this week to the show. Of course, some of you, or all of you, probably heard by now the late, or actually one of the all-time greats, Jim McKay, passed away Saturday afternoon in his house, and it was natural causes, and he was one of the great voices in all of sports, in my opinion. This guy did so many Olympic Games for ABC, and he even did one in 2002 for NBC, for Salt Lake City. And of course, he was the host of ABC's Wide World of Sports, of course, with the immortal phrase, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And of course, he was in Munich for the tragic events of the Israeli hostage crisis that took the lives of 11 Israelis. Jim McKay was one of the best ever, in my opinion, and he was just an awesome guy to watch on TV. I remember watching him when I was little, growing up, and being able to see him and to hear his voice. He had this different, his voice was so different from anybody else's because he was so interested in, focused on what he was doing. He made what you were watching more important than, any other event of the day. But Jim McKay will surely be missed, not only by myself, but by all sports fans around the world. And he was truly one of a kind, a guy that if you want to become a sports broadcaster, this is a guy you should really look up to. Jim McKay, you will be missed. WWE on the way.